Tonight, the ruler joins us. We've got an amazing music guest and a special segment lined up. This is the Late Teutonnic Frequency. Welcome back to the Late Teutonnic Frequency. Tonight is a very special broadcast. Not just for us here in the studio, but for all of Teutonia watching and listening across the realm. It's not every day we get the opportunity to sit down with someone of this stature, someone whose decisions shape the direction of the realm itself. In fact, this is a true honor for the show, and for everyone tuning in tonight. We've had many guests pass through these doors, but nothing quite like this. Our guest tonight is making his very first television interview appearance, a moment that will no doubt be remembered. So wherever you are, sit back and stay with us. Please join me in welcoming none other than the ruler himself, Odoyevsky.
Please welcome His Excellency, the ruler of Teutonia, Odoyevsky.
My dear ruler, please take a seat.
Thank you.
Let me start with this. How does it feel being here for your very first television interview? No pressure, of course, just the entire realm watching.
No pressure, you say. Yet every town, square, every great hall, every quiet heart watches tonight. I will confess, I have stood before the councils of wars and the courts of intrigue, but this is a little bit different kind of audience. Still, a ruler who cannot face their people's gaze is no ruler at all, so we shall begin with the questions.
You carry the responsibility of leading the realm. What would you say is your main priority for Teutonia right now?
Well, first of all, I'll be honest, the responsibility of leadership is often misunderstood as authority, when in truth it is very simple, like a stewardship. My primary focus right now is stability, as we all know, not as a static condition, but as a foundation upon which progress can be built upon. I know at the same time stability must not become stagnation. We are reviewing how decisions are made, how resources are distributed, and whether the structures we rely on are truly serving the people. My aim is simple: to state, too difficult to achieve, but a realm where citizens feel protected, heard, and able to build their lives with confidence in the future in our community.
How would you describe the future of Teutonia over the next few months?
The months ahead will likely feel like a period of transitioning because of, we have the new leadership and everyone else. Because in many ways, of course, they are, naturally. we are adjusting to new realities, I'll say so. Even like some kind of like economy pressures where we have a lot of addressing happening in development, shifting alliances with the nations that we used to have good like relationships with, and obviously internal expectations that are evolving more quickly than in previous generations and back when the eternal ruler Loikar was still with Teutonia. But I believe the future of Teutonia will be defined not by avoiding these pressures, but by adapting intelligently to them. You will see efforts, of course, to strengthen key institutions, to invest in development and long-term resilience, and to engage more actively beyond our borders with other groups. Obviously, there may be moments of uncertainty, as it has been shown for the past few weeks. But I would rather lead a realm that moves forward, of course, and face challenges directly than one that stands still out of fear. If we succeed, of course, I believe we can, with the result that Teutonia is not only stable, but genuinely forward-looking and competitive in a changing genre of this platform.
I imagine it's not exactly a simple job. Do you ever get a moment to yourself, or is it constant decisions all day?
Well, I do suspect people would be surprised by how much of this role involves uncertainty. There is an expectation that a ruler always knows exactly what to do, but in reality, much of the work that involves me doing navigating on incomplete information and making the best possible decision with what is available at the time being. Also, this kind of may also disappoint some of the people, but the role is far less glorious than people think on a daily basis that, traditions are telling. There are no dramatic declaration every hour, but there is, however, a remarkable amount of reading, like reports, proposals, briefings, and I sometimes think of like rulership has a hidden skill, and it is endurance for details, like even small details that people are not even paying attention to it. And for the record, yes, the rulership does indeed feel heavier after several hours, but that part at least is, well, entirely accurate.
There's been a lot of discussion across the realm about recent decisions. What would you say to those who are watching closely and maybe have concerns?
Well, I'll be saying that I do understand why there are concerns from the people, from everyone. When decisions are visible but their full context is not, it is kind of like natural for people to question them, and obviously they should be questioning those decisions. I'll be saying that the healthy realm is not only where people are silent, but one where they are engaged. What I will say is this, that every decision at this level are rarely between a clearly right and clearly wrong option. Like, it's more often they are between competing priorities, each with real consequences. My responsibility is to weigh those carefully, to consult widely, especially with the ruler staff or other people, and to act in a way that serves the long-term interest of the realm, even when the short-term reaction may be difficult. However, that does not mean every decision is beyond criticism. It does mean, however, that each is made with seriousness, with deliberation, and with awareness of its impact. And obviously I would encourage people to continue watching closely, but also to allow time for outcomes to become visible before drawing a final conclusion.
What drives you personally in this role? What keeps you going day to day?
What sustains me in this role is some sort like sense of continuity. The realm did not begin with me, and obviously it will not end with me. I am part of a longer story, one shaped by those who came before, and one that will be carried forward by those who come after me and after this leadership, obviously. But on a more personal level, I am motivated by the idea that leadership at its best can make a tangible difference in people's lives, often in ways that may not be immediately seen, whether it is stability during uncertain times, opportunities created through policies, or simply the reassurance that there is a direction and a purpose at the highest level that matters. And of course, for me, there are difficult days, certainly, but the knowledge that the work has meaning beyond the immediate moment is what keeps me focused. And to finish with this question, obviously, I would say that I usually prioritize people.
And why choose now? And why choose this show for your first television interview?
The timing is deliberate. When a realm is entering a period of change, communication becomes as important as policy. It is not enough to act. People need to understand the direction and reasoning behind those actions. And for why this platform, your program has a reputation for allowing space for thoughtful, direct conversations. It is not driven purely by spectacle, and that matters, of course. If I am to speak to the realm in a meaningful way, it should be in a setting where nuance is possible, not just, headlines.
Finally, what message would you like to leave with the people of Teutonia tonight?
To the people of Teutonia, I would say this. The strength of this realm has never rested solely in its leadership, not just the ruler staff or office of the ruler, including obviously the realm's chancellor and vice realm chancellor, but in its people, which has been many times stated in the announcements and everywhere. Your resilience, your judgment, and your willingness to remain engaged even in uncertain times is magnificent. It will let us move forward with the realm and in general with the platform. Of course, you will not always agree with every decision that we are making, and that is both expected and it's also healthy, because what matters is that we continue moving forward together with a shared understanding that the goal is not perfection, but progress. The months ahead will obviously require patience, clarity, and a degree of trust on all sides. My commitment is to lead with responsibility, with transparency where possible, and with the long-term future of the realm always in mind. And obviously, for the end, I will say that this is a very, very unique moment, as it is defining period for Teutonia, and with steady efforts, it can be a defining one for the better future.
Thank you so much for coming on tonight. Means the world to us. Triumph Teutonia, onwards Adoyevsky.
Triumph Teutonia.
We now move on to tonight's special segment, Lemberg Hot Topic with Eisen Regan.
We begin this evening with developments from across the realm, where the Teutonian Navy has been making a notable impact within the community. Over the past few days, personnel have been hosting a soup kitchen in town, providing support, food, and assistance to those in need. The initiative has been widely praised, with many highlighting the Navy's continued commitment not just to defense, but to the people of Teutonia. And now for something completely different. In other news, attention turned to the sport earlier today as the National Bike Race took place. Competitors from across the realm gathered to take part, with large crowds lining the streets to watch the race unfold. The atmosphere was described as energetic and competitive. marking yet another successful sporting occasion within Teutonia. Meanwhile, in recent days, a joint detachment carried out a coordinated parachute drop exercise. Units worked together seamlessly as personnel descended into the designated area, demonstrating both precision and readiness. The operation stands as a clear example of the strength and cooperation between divisions across the realm. On the operational front, a new forward operating base has been established under the direction of Meisen. The development represents a significant step forward in strengthening field operations and expanding strategic capability. While details remain limited, the move is already being seen as an important advancement in maintaining readiness across key areas. And finally, tonight, the realm came together in a moment of reflection as a remembrance service was held in the honor of Roblox Johnny. Attendees gathered to pay their respects, marking the occasion with dignity and unity. The service served as a reminder of the impact one individual can have and the strength of the community in times of remembrance. Those are your latest updates from across Teutonia. Back to you, Meisen.
Our thanks to Eisen Regan for those updates. Now, we move to our final segment of the evening. Tonight, we have something a little different for you. A special musical performance from a group made up of talented members of the realm, who, for their own reasons, have chosen to keep their identities hidden. Mysterious, perhaps, but no less impressive. So sit back and enjoy the performance. Please welcome Lenberg Holtz.
Lights come up, feel that sound. Whole room turning all around. Step on stage, take control. Every voice, every soul. That moment, don't look down. This is where you wear the crown. Heart be steady, take your time. You're the rhythm, you're the light. Step into the spotlight now. Hear the people shouting loud. This is where it all begins. Let the show come crashing in. Voices rise, feel the heat. Every word lands on the beat. Eyes on you, take the floor. They keep coming back for more. Step into the spotlight now. Hear the people shouting aloud. This is where it all begins. Let the show come crashing in. Spotlight on. Don't slow down. Don't slow down. Run the show. Roll the show. On the crowd.
And that brings us to the end of tonight's broadcast. Our sincere thanks to the ruler for joining us this evening. It has truly been an honor to host such a significant and historic first interview here on the show. We'd also like to thank Eisen Regan for the latest updates and the hot topic from Lindbergh, keeping the realm informed on what matters most. And of course, a big thank you to Lenberg Holtz for tonight's outstanding performance. To everyone watching across Teutonia, thank you for joining us. This has been the Late Teutonic Frequency. We'll see you next time.